Now, the U.S. military's Africa Command is gearing up for a new era of conflict on a continent once neglected by the Pentagon. And new bases, equipment and training are boosting Washington's ability to work through and alongside African armies in order to defeat terrorists, insurgents and other threats. David Axe has our report.
Fort Irwin, California, late February. Soldiers, tanks, and artillery from the U.S. Army 2nd Brigade, 1st Infantry Division, normally based in Kansas, train for high-tech warfare in a desert environment. Completing its training this month, the 2nd Brigade is the first U.S. Army unit to be geographically aligned, a new process whereby the Pentagon dedicates particular units to fighting conflicts in specific parts of the world, Africa in this case. The alignment comes 5 years after the establishment of the first dedicated U.S. military command for Africa, the so-called Africom, and coincides with a broad shift in the distribution of American forces. With the Iraq War over for the U.S. and tens of thousands of American troops withdrawing from Afghanistan, the Pentagon said that for the first time it has sufficient forces to devote a full brigade of 4,000 soldiers to Africa, where terrorists and insurgent threats are on the rise. 2nd Brigade will be on standby for deployments to Africa for a year. The Army said up to 70% of the unit's troops could deploy in groups as small as a dozen soldiers, with a focus on training and advising America's African allies battling extremists in their own countries. The advisors from the 2nd Brigade will join Africom's regular force of more than 3,000 troops based at the command's main outpost in Djibouti, which is undergoing a $1.4 billion expansion. Africom is also adding to its smaller facilities, including a new drone base in Niger. The reinforcements come just 2 months after French-led African troops, supported by Africom, launched a major counterattack against Islamic militants in northern Mali. The ongoing fighting has underscored Africa's growing prominence in Pentagon war planning. But Africom's rise is taking place against the looming threat of budget cuts at the federal level. Automatic spending reductions triggered by a 2011 deficit reduction law began taking effect in March.
We will see and already have reduced the scale of some exercises. We will probably in fiscal year 14 cancel some exercises. And then the real impact, the real operational impact will be felt by Africa Command's service components, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, who fund the bulk of the operations. So every aircraft that flies in Africa, every ship that sails in Africa, the regionally aligned force for the Army, the Special Purpose Marine Air Ground Task Force of the Marine Corps, the services pay for those. I don't pay for those.
The financial uncertainty does not diminish the Pentagon's desire to boost its presence in Africa. David Axe for VOA News.